Yeah, we living in a world where the rules don't apply. They say we gotta follow, but we ready to fly. System got us boxed in, trying to keep us small. But we rise like the phoenix, we ain't scared to brawl. They feeding us lies, but we see through the smoke. We're the voice of the people, we're ready to provoke. They want us to divide, but we're stronger as one. Breaking chains, taking names, yeah, we getting it done. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. Fist in the air, yeah, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise, let them know we're here. Riders ignite. In the world of division, they showed us how to share. But the weight of our sorrows, they never taught us to bear. We split our joys and laughter, but the pain remained untold. A burden we carry alone, a story left untold. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. It lingers in the shadows, a darkness we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us how to split everything, but not the heavy cost. We learned to divide our dreams and multiply our fears. But the ache in our hearts only grew with passing years. They gave us all the answers, except how to heal. The scars that run so deep, wounds that time can't seal. Yeah, they taught us how to share, but only the good. Smiles and laughter like we understood. But deep down inside, there's a storm we hide. Pain in our hearts, we're just trying to ride. Put on a mask, yeah, we play the part. But nobody sees the cracks in the hearts. We share our dreams, the highs and the lows. But when it comes to hurt, we just close the doors. We share the fun times, deflect the pain. Laughing in the sunshine, dancing in the rain. But the shadows linger, they creep and they crawl. Breaking us down, but we don't share at all. We got hate in our hearts, but we keep concealed. Taught to share the joy, but wounds, they stay unhealed. They said love was easy to divide, but the heartache never subsides. We tried to split everything into two, but the pain lingers strong and true. Shared our dreams, divided our fears, but the sorrow remained through the years. No matter how we tried to let go, the weight of our suffering continued to grow. Now we're apart trying to heal, but some wounds are too deep to conceal. They said splitting up will set us free, yet the pain lingers in you and me. In a world where rules are set in stone, the system's grip tightens, we're not alone. Bound by chains of injustice greed. Against the odds, we fight to be free. Mighty forces try to keep us down, but our spirits rise, refusing to drown. Defying norms, breaking through the mold. In this battle of wills, our story is told. As the clash continues day by day, we stand united, come what may. For in this world where the rules don't apply, our strength and unity will never die. Back down, in the face of oppression, we'll stand up tall. It's us versus the system, and united we'll fall. Riders show them how we unite.
All right, y'all. Listen, man. Grab all the toxic people, all the toxicity, all right? And listen, Kobe that shit out, out of a window and into a trash can. Forget about it like yesterday's newspaper, because that's what they is, irrelevant. But ooh, today's topic, all right? Today's topic I cannot say is irrelevant, all right? We're going back, we're going back to how I started my channel, all right? We're going to be talking about the teachers today, all right? My thing is, right? Listen, good teaching builds people. Clout builds nothing that lasts. All right. Real educators earn trust. Attention seekers. All right. Auction it off. Teach with care. Lead with dignity. Leave the clout, how can I say, to commercials. All right, listen, man. You turned a lesson plan into a low budget influencer audition. Congrats. You made the school, how can I say, you made the school TikTok's worst parental advisory. All right. Clout chasing over children. Legendary career move. All right. For all the wrong reasons. If ethics were followers, all right, you'd permanently be, offline. Record less, teach more. Your clout can't, ask that. So let me welcome all of y'all to the Writers for Life. Brings you the Let's Talk About It podcast, all right? And let's talk about it. So today we're unpacking the teacher who, how can I say, thought TikTok likes were more important than students, all right? She thought that, her TikTok likes were more important than her students' dignities, than any student's dignity. All right, let that sit. A classroom is not content folder. All right, it's a place where where trust, safety, and decency are supposed to live. Recording kids without consent and turning moments of learning into viral clips is theft. All right, of privacy, of boundaries. All right, of a teacher's professional oath. When you weaponize a classroom for clout, you betray every parent who trusted you and every student who looked to you for guidance. But before, I'll roast the foolery, shout out to the teachers who actually teach, those who, Show up, stay late. All right. Call parents, hold nervous kids, and make messy classrooms into communities. They don't chase views, they carry responsibilities. Those are the educators who deserve applause. All right. So listen, on some real shit. Let me see. Do I got it here? Man, yep. Big sound of applause to all the real teachers out there, the real educators. We don't really talk about them. All right. Like they get so over, outshined by these teachers that ain't shit. All right. And their shine get, lost somewhere in the shadows. That it lingers. And that we can explain. But people choose not to. All right. Like those are the type of teachers, right? Those teachers that rock out for the kids, that love their job, right? And they rear these kids, right? Those are the educators who deserve applause, not the attention seeking, all right? How can I say, not the attention seeking monstrosity we're about to watch, all right? Melt down on social media. This incident isn't just embarrassing, all right? It's a symptom. It reveals how performative culture and platform dopamine warp, all right, judgment. When adults model that dignity, all right, when adults model that dignity can be traded for a double tap, all right, they teach the exact opposite of what school exists to build. Accountability matters. Schools should investigate, districts should enforce training on privacy and, how can I say, pedagogy. I hope I said the word right, man. And communities should demand real consequences, not PR theater. Right? Like I know a lot of people have reacted to this, right? But let this video that we're about to watch, all right, let this be a wake up call. All right. Protect students, all right. Protect student bodies, names, and stories. If your lesson plan includes filming without consent, you're not, how can I say, innovating. You're exploiting. And if, how can I say, if you want to teach about media, lead with ethics, not edits. Keep classrooms sacred and reserve your stunts for the stage, not the students. All right. So let's take a look at this video real quick. I don't think there's nobody in the chat, so I'm not even gonna pay attention to the chat. All right. Let's take a quick look at these this video real quick. All right. We're gonna watch Pink Book Lessons. All right. I like how she put it together. All right, and then we're gonna watch another video. And as we're watching this, a shorty's gonna give her commentary. All right, guys, I do gotta pause. All right, I gave you a little bit of my thoughts real quick. All right, on how I think and how I feel about this situation. I would love to hear y'all comments down below. All right, for anybody that wishes to leave, a comment. All right, let's get the discussion started.
Yeah. We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little breakfast. Let's get the day rolling. Who would have ever thought? Yes, ma'am. Have a good day. Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't have to do too much, man. To be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher.
You're looking at the Mississippi Studstitute teacher. This video got millions of views on TikTok.
Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this joint. They stay bound, okay then. Damn, shorty.
Oh.
Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then
See, and I hope y'all could hear that. All right, I'm gonna go back. Let me. That drum was low. I hope y'all can hear that. All right, like, come on, you was a grown ass woman hitting on these kids. All right, and the crazy part about it is, all right, she tries to do damage control. She tries to do that.
Yeah, they got it going on at this joint. They stay bound, okay then. Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids.
Yeah, I'm glad they fired her ass.
Then I look so young. I look like one of them. Appreciate it. You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content, little fit check. Really just a chill fit today. Cause y'all know if it was up to me.
Yeah, she just commented on that. Yo, listen. Once again, she turned her lesson plan into a low budget influencer audition. Listen, protect the kids, all right? Protect kids first. Everything else can wait. Real educators choose responsibility over likes. Trust is, how can I say, trust is the classroom's most important curriculum, all right? She treated this school like her personal casting call and flopped, how can I say, and flopped spectacularly, all right, on some real shit. Clout over care. Congratulations, you just got your, how can I say, tenure revoked by common sense. Filming minors for views. That's not creativity. All right. That's a firing memo in like, yo, this is definitely a firing memo in motion. Like, don't like I know that they told her when they was, when she was getting trained about recording students without consent. Like the angle of the camera and everything. And for those of y'all missed it, yes, that is exactly what she said. All right, it's like she was hitting on the little kid. All right, like she said shorty. She didn't say shorty or none of that. Right, that's irrelevant. But we already know what the shorty, all right, with the W means.
They stay bound, okay then. Damn, shorty.
Yeah,
Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. Appreciate it. You know, my little free time.
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry, I had to go back. Was that another student that she hit on? Hold on.
They stay bound, okay then. Damn, shorty. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. Appreciate it.
I love this look. That's what she said. I love this look. That's her caption. I love this look.
Try to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. Appreciate it. You know, my little free time.
Yo, this shorty is tripping. And I didn't say shorty, I said shorty. Like, listen. I'll make sure I pronounce that O-R. Right? Fuck that shorty. There's an H in there on mine, all right? shorty. Like they call me shorty. Man, this shorty over here, she wildin'. I know they trained her ass. But see, this is like she young as shit. All right. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. She look like she between 22, 25 years old. All right, we'll find out.
Time I had to go out there and give me some little content, little fit check. Really just a chill fit today. Cause y'all know if it was up to me, I would have been rough fine head to toe. Y'all know I ain't lying. But they did have a pep rally and came clutch. And that was the typical day.
A substitute teacher was fired on her first day at a DeSoto County, Mississippi school after posting a TikTok video that went viral. The woman many are calling the Studstitute made these videos at school, videos the school's administration said were inappropriate and unprofessional.
These kids, y'all. Damn, shorty. These students trying to take me down.
I can't.
Why did you get fired?
Is it
Studstitute?
Wait, isn't that Snoop Dogg's little video? Oh shit, I can't. Okay, so wait, did they use his film to reference her nick? Damn, I'm all discombobulated. Like, did they use Snoop Dogg's film to reference her nickname? Like, this shit, wow.
Coming this fall. Only.
Wait, was she dressed like? Wait, is Snoop Dogg really dressed like that in the film, or whoever Snoop Dogg's character is? Or they AI this shit? I think they AI'd this shit. I thought that was that Snoop Dogg film or that whatever the hell Snoop Dogg got going on. Oh shit. I apologize. I take it back. Shit, I could be wrong. Shit, I mistook some shit. Like, damn. Okay, that's AI. Okay. Shit, because I was a little hella confused right now. Like, wait, what?
Trying to take me down. Why did I get fired?
Studstitute.
I'm dead though, but they gave her a real mustache.
coming this fall, only in theaters.
A lot of people keep on saying, get her from around the kids, keep her from around the kids, man. I'm actually a great person to have around your kids. You get what I'm saying? Great mentor. Head always been on straight. Never been a loose screw. You get what I'm saying?
What?
Do not let the tattoos fool you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all clearly mischaracterizing me. Young adult, went to college, played ball, active.
What does your tattoos and going to school and college got to do with the way you carry yourself? All right. First of all, the way you talking. I mean, listen. Have y'all ever heard a teacher talk like this with a lingo, with slang? I mean, I know some of them, got their own little slang. Like me, obviously, a lot of them, some of them come from the hood, so some of them got that little slang in them, but not like whoa, wait a minute, like come on, nah, man, shorty tripping, nah, she tripping, she is really tripping right now.
Sports. A loose screw. You get what I'm saying? Do not let the tattoo. Yeah. Kids, keep her from around the kids, man. I'm actually a great person to have around your kids.
I mean, shit, the way you was recording in them hallways. Yeah, I agree with people. Keep y'all kids away from her. All right. And I apologize. I keep pausing. This ain't my video. All right. But I'm about to let it play, go 3 minutes. All right. Then I'll give another commentary. But shit, she tripping. What? She said she ain't lose a screw. Bitch, you lost 10 screws in that bitch. And mostly, what is it? Which side is it that, sits here and gives you, which one is the one that's supposed to, tell you, no, this is right, this is wrong? Like, bitch, you lost a few on that side of your brain. Like, what in the world? She said, don't let these. What does the tattoos got to do with what you said, what came out your mouth? The tattoos are on your body. Listen, red flags straight from the gate.
Kids, you get what I'm saying? Great mentor. He always been.
Only in theaters.
A lot of people keep on saying, get her from around the kids, keep her from around the kids, man. I'm actually a great person to have around your kids.
What?
You get what I'm saying? Great mentor. He always been on straight. Never been a loose screw. You get what I'm saying? Do not let the tattoos fool you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all clearly mischaracterizing me. Young adult, went to college, played ball, active sports. Grades always been A1. Like, what y'all saying don't fit me, baby. I see how it may come across, but I'm not that freaky to be sitting up talking about like that. Like, genuinely, like, it just sick. I'm not an over-civilized person. Like, I don't even do that with adults. I'm not going to do that with kids, and let alone put that on my platforms. If my
But you did. You did. You was just, wait a minute. You recorded, first of all, you recorded in the school without nobody's consent, without the parents' consent, without the students' consent, without nobody knowing. All right. Then you was talking inappropriately on the video to young ladies. All right. One of them looked at her like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this lady, this whatever is tripping. This pedo is trip. She's a pedo. Like, why they keep letting women slide with shit like this? Let this have been, listen, and I know a lot of people, and this is, I'm not trying to isolate it, but listen, it's the facts, all right? Get mad if you want to get mad. This would have been a man. He would have been behind bars, no questions asked. All right. It wouldn't have been just being fired. All right. Listen, this shit is crazy. Yes. Facts, yo, man. Y'all not lying.
intentions were sick like that, why would I
Shout
broadcast
out
it
to
across my
Kagan
page when
Taylor.
I know I'm a content creator? That really don't make sense to me. It's like y'all think people don't make mistakes. I did not know, because why would I post it if I knew that I couldn't post kids? Regardless of the situation, my intentions were never bad, genuinely, like nothing inappropriate.
Listen, man, either you don't know that you right now got red flags, man, but I think you know damn well what you said. Listen, why I think she knows damn well what the fuck she said, all right? And let me put my, listen. You know damn well what you said, and you intended to say that shit. Why? Because you had to edit that video, all right, on your phone or whatever device you were using, all right? Then upload that shit to TikTok. You didn't take away what you said. You kept it there, All right. And before you edited this, right, and chopped it up and upload that joint to TikTok, you had to have heard what you said. Don't tell me you let that shit slide. You did? Oh. Well, I'm talking to a dumb mofo right now. All right. And she younger than me. Like this shit. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Oh my soul. I'm a parent. All right. This is coming from a parent. Like, yo, let a teacher in my child's school have done this shit. I would have raised hell. And wouldn't be my first time raising hell. All right. I definitely, yo, man, y'all don't understand, man. Like she knew what the fuck she was doing. All right, she thinks she doing damage control, and she really not. You not. You not. You guilty as fuck. I need to stop cursing. But yo, she's getting on my nerves already, and I'm only 2 minutes and 39 seconds into this damn video. Shit. Like, how much do I gotta keep pausing for the dumb shit that's coming out your damn mouth? I don't care how young you is. This is dumb to say.
Overcivilized person. Like, I don't even do that with adults. I'm not gonna do that with kids, and let alone put that on my platforms. If my intentions were sick like that, why would I broadcast it across my page when I know I'm a content creator? That really don't make sense to me. It's like y'all think people don't make mistakes. I did not know, because why would I post it if I knew that I couldn't post kids? Regardless of the situation, my intentions were never bad, genuinely. Like, nothing inappropriately crossed my mind, like, at all. I'm not that type of person. Every day it's getting worse. Why are you guys constantly making this a thing if I've already got fired?
So yeah, millions of people saw that video she put up. They went onto her page and saw a bunch of questionable stuff she was posting. It was just too much. I'm assuming the school saw it too, and that's why they got rid of her. Even after she got fired, TikTok continued to give her lashes for having the nerve to do what she did in the first place. Because one, they didn't believe her punishment was enough, and two,
her punishment is not enough. This bitch should be behind fucking bars. Let this shit have been a fucking man. And I'm a woman saying this. You know what? My bad. It's just that, I'm allergic to bullshit. I'm really allergic to bullshit. Like, what in the world? Like, yo, she should be behind bars right now. All right? Listen, all right? Whether anybody want to hear it or not, all right, she was talking sexually to a kid. It's like she was kind of hitting on the little girl. That little girl looked at her like, bitch, please. Like, come on, that could have been your little sister, your little niece. Damn, shorty. And then continue to say what she said, just like that. Then when the other girl popped up on the camera dancing and shit, she had the little camera. Look how she was recording. Look, she was sneaky recording, all right? I like this look. What look you like, bitch? I'm sorry. Ooh, this ain't a woman. This ain't a woman.
In the stud community thought she was putting a target on their back. So no, they didn't like it one bit. I mean, if nobody else held her accountable, I have to say they tore her all the way up. They didn't make excuses for her or try to defend her at all. Instead, they told her she was 100% out of order.
No, it's not because your slang different. You weird. I just watched the video. I just pressed and record. When that little girl walked up in front of your camera and she was looking at you, you talking about some damn shorty. Man, these kids trying to take me down. Man, it's because I'm young and I look. And babe, that's really all I had to see right there. I was instantly like, what the fuck is she talking about? Girl, you are the adult in the situation. What are you talking about? Kids and taking down. You quoting a guy Chris Brown lyric.
Oh, shit.
You're quoting a Chris Brown.
Wait, I ain't even think about it. You right. Yo, take you down. That's that Chris Brown song. Girl, I could take you down. I don't even know how the lyrics go because I don't really listen to Chris Brown, but I know he has it. I've heard it a few times. All right, I like the song. I'm just not a Chris Brown fan. Oh, I hope I don't hurt nobody's feelings by saying that. All right, I like the song. I'm just not a Chris Brown fan. All right, but damn, yo, I ain't even think about it like that. That shit crazy.
Taking down. You quoting a guy Chris Brown lyric. You're quoting a Chris Brown lyric. Weird activity. Even if you did think that, why would you get on the internet and tell us? That wasn't smart. And it also wasn't smart to to record the fucking kids.
Yeah, she was checking that young girl out. Listen, if this script, the scripts would have been flipped around on some real shit, I don't know, I mean, listen, we both think differently, but I've seen some shit, all right? For a man uploading some shit like that, all right, his ass, there's no questions asked. Right away, he's a pedophile, he's this. There have been so many men innocently put behind bars for doing this, all right? So for doing this, for, how can I say, how can I say, for not even doing this, all right? And these men like this, I'm over here fucking myself up. All right, how can I put this together? All right, because I've seen both sides. All right, so I got to put this into words where people could understand. All right, I've seen the men that have sat here, all right, and done shit like this and have gotten questioned. And people will say, "Yo, listen," people will get together. Oh, that's a little girl. He shouldn't have did that. You know better. Da-da-da, house arrest, blah blah. But guess what? People don't talk about this in the in YouTube, social media, none of that. You've seen the ones that get put in jail innocently. Oh, he did it. He was the one looking at that little girl like that. He was the one touching that little girl like that, when in reality, it's the one accusing the other one. All right, I can go about this in so many ways, but I just want to make something real long short. All right, because shit, I was just balling myself out trying to break it down for y'all the best way that I can. All right, listen, man. There's so many shit out here that that you could see, right, and you'll be like, "What the fuck? I can't even believe that this is real. Nah, this is bullshit. This is cap." But when you see it out here in these streets, it's like, oh shit. All right. So there's a lot of shit out here that happens. So, like, listen, I don't want to hear that shit. If this was a man, all right, he would have been given hell. All right. Not just getting fired, he would have been given hell. I've seen men have to go to court because of shit like this. All right. And I'm not excusing the men that did it. What I'm saying is, why is she out here just happy nappy like nothing? All right. And it's like the only people speaking up is the people on social media. They be like, oh shit. Like, whoa, why ain't, she's just fired? She started a whole GoFundMe. And what's crazy is, I wonder if people donate. And we're gonna do a part 2 to this, all right? Because y'all threw this on my lap just yesterday. All right. So we definitely gonna hit this, John. We're gonna talk about it. All right. I've done a little research. That's why I said I want to do these 2 channels. It's hard for me to break it down. All right. Because it's like, listen, I don't care, all right, what your preference is, who you lay in between them sheets with, all right? But don't fuck with the kids. Let the kids be kids, all right? Let them grow up. Decide who they want to be by the time they hit 18 and 21. Don't you sit here and keep putting ideas in kids' heads, all right? And what's crazy is, right, if you really look at it, like, it looks like this is not her first time. She feels real comfortable. This is why I'm saying the stuff that I am saying. All right. She's gotten away with this before. And if you look at her TikTok, all right, and I see why a lot of people have only put a little bit of it. Took me a minute to find her TikTok last night. All right. So I see why a lot of people just put bits of her videos. Like, this bitch did a whole video with a strap on. With a strap on. And that's supposed to be a substitute. I see why they gave her the name Studstitute teacher. This is a whole pedophile playing in the kids' playground. All right. Yeah. Shout out to Makalai Ghana Abadalua. I hope I said your name right. A man would have been charged with something. She was checking that young girl out. Like, come on, man. On the bright side, she at least didn't expect people to call her out. So she was confidently posting it. Yes, she wasn't expecting no one to call her out for this. Oh, because I'm a woman and I think I'm a man. I'm a stud. I play the role of a man when I'm in a relationship with a woman. Da 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 da. Hey, no, man. People are getting tired of this shit. People are taking advantage. Like, come on, man. Those behind badges, those, that are social workers supposed to be protecting kids, all right? Teachers are supposed to be educating, all right? I mean, listen, yo, this world is wild. But let me let this play for a little bit because I've been just jabbing my mouth so that y'all can hear, what these people got to say, all right? And shout out to everyone that is speaking up, yo, because this is how we reclaim our voices, by speaking up, all right?
I didn't know I couldn't record the kids. What the fuck are we even talking about right now? For real? You don't know it's parents out here that don't want their kids recorded, posted on social media? Hello? Do you not know that it's teachers out here fucking kids? And you talking about you don't know if you should record the kids or not. As a teacher, why are you not taking the utmost precaution? And the more you talk, the worse it get.
Shout out to all the studs who was putting belt to ass. You do not play about that.
Is that her again?
You're not about to make all studs look like we PD off.
Oh, no.
We already go through a lot of I'm going through a lot of right now. We already go through a lot of on a daily basis.
Damn. Okay. I get it now. I was confused for a second, all right? So now the studs are speaking up. They're like, I don't belong. Listen, I'm a stud, and I'm proud of what I am. But listen, don't compare me to that bitch. Hells no, I would never do. Listen, even the studs are fucking speaking up. The studs are mad at the Studstitute teacher, yo. Jesus, a Studstitute teacher got all the studs mad. This shit is wild.
Look here,
and the more you talk, the worse it get.
Shout out to all the studs who was putting belt to ass. You do not play about that. You're not about to make all studs look like we PD off. No, we already go through a lot of I'm going through a lot right now. We already go through a lot of on a daily basis. Look here, and you a boy or girl, women staring at us in the bathroom. Niggas think we want to be there. We do not condone that PDF foul behavior. We gonna put belt to ass every time. And we gonna get a switch. Not the switch on the guns, the old school switch.
She took it to back in the day. She said, we gonna go grab that switch from them trees like grandma used to go tell us to go get, man. Bitch, we gonna gang up on you. And we gonna whoop that ass. You gonna learn one way or another we don't mess with kids. You fucking right. Tell them. All right? You don't mess with kids. I don't give a fuck who you got in between your freaking sheets. All right? And what your preference is. Don't mess with kids. Because it's fucked up. Like, damn, this shit is crazy. And listen, I've had a conversation about this before, all right? Not everybody in that community is like that. And it's fucked up because of a few within the community, all right? Everybody gets considered that. That's some fucked up shit. It's crazy that nowadays you can't even tell who is who, all right? Whether you're straight, all right, or hopping rainbows. Big shout out to Mr. Oates. We got Mr. Oates in the building, yo. You gotta love Mr. Oates, man. And if you got, you want to get more of Mr. Oates, man, make sure y'all go check him out. He be on the Answers panel. He be on Sheriff Clara's panel, all right? Great conversations with Mr. Oates. Listen, I love hearing his perspective, all right? He's got a great input in a lot of these topics, yo. And I could never get enough of him, all right? Like, he is one intelligent OG, all right? But, man, let's get back to the stud teacher. I mean, the stud exposing the stud teacher.
That motherfucker that come off the tree.
That school who fired that stud on her first...
What'd she say?
And we're going to get a switch. Not the switch on the guns. The old school switch. That motherfucker that come off the tree.
Yep, mm-hmm.
That school who fired that stud on her first day as a substitute teacher, they did the right thing. They 100% did the right thing. First of all, her attire for her first day of being a substitute teacher was so unprofessional. Why do you have on a big ass?
Man, she looked like she about to go to the club, man. I mean, all we had to do was give her a Cat Williams outfit, and she looked like she about to pimp somebody. That's it.
Ass chain. Why do you have on a big chain? Do you want to look like... It's like she went there with the, like, she wanted students to be like, oh my gosh, are you a teacher? Oh my gosh.
She's giving full pedophile vibes, all right? Full pedophile vibes.
You look good. Like, she wanted validation from teenagers. It's very clear because what do you have on? You are going to work with students. And it's one thing to post like a day in the life or whatever, but you're recording students. You're recording students, and then, you know, you record a girl looking at you, and she's not even looking at you in admiration. She's looking at you like, is she cool? And you say, damn shorty or damn shotty, you looking like you want to take me down. What does that mean?
Baby, the fact that you wore meta glasses on your first day to work is absolutely diabolical to me and is definitely giving very predatory vibes. The fact that you did not know 12:55 p.m. from a.m. is the very reason why you have never been teaching my kids. To even sit up there and try to justify yourself by saying these kids were fan of mine and then us going to your page to see the type of content that you were posting.
Facts.
That was just the icing on the cake.
Tell them, mama.
But let's be clear. The fact that you're supposed to be an adult and you have not taken accountability for your actions as of yet is even more scarier than the whole situation in itself. What you said to that little girl or about that little girl on camera is exactly how you felt. You yourself forgot that you were recording and your actual...
I said it earlier. I told y'all I wasn't the only one. I appreciate y'all for sending me this video, all right? Because I love exposing these fucking teachers. They need to be behind bars, all right? Like, come on, man. Stop preying on the kids. Y'all are the motherfucking devil playing in the kids' playground. That's what the fuck y'all are. Lilith in disguise. Well, she ain't have no kids. No, never mind. She's not Lilith. She's a fucking Jezebel. Nope. I can't even call her Jezebel. There's another word for it, but I'll let y'all know next time.
True feelings for your actions as of yet is even more scarier than the whole situation in itself. What you said to that little girl or about that little girl on camera is exactly how you felt. You yourself forgot that you were recording.
Facts.
And your actual true feelings came out in that video.
Yup.
To say that that job was one of your hustles or your side hustle let you know that you never took it serious in the first place. And you are a person who have never would have been around my children.
You put that video on TikTok and they went to your TikTok and they seen that you did a get ready with me with a fucking phone. You had a phone in your goddamn boxers to start your get ready.
That's what I was trying to tell y'all earlier. And that's a video that I'm not showing on my YouTube because I will get striked for it. All right. I'm trying to get rid of one strike already. All right. I'm trying to get rid of one strike. It'll be over on the 17th. So I ain't trying to get another strike. All right. And that strike ain't for me saying nothing bad. It was because I played a song. But snap, man. Come on, man. Like, this is why I say we need deeper backgrounds, all right, on these teachers. Like, we need to figure something out. Listen, all right, this whole mess is simple. You go to work, all right, to do your job, not audition for an audience. Recording minors and posting them for clout is reckless, all right? Tone deaf and, how can I say, a straight betrayal of trust. A school is supposed to be a safe place where learning and care come before likes. When an adult treats children as props, they teach the worst lesson: popularity over protection. Common sense. All right. Common sense should have stopped this before a single clip uploaded. If your judgment is so weak that you can't see the harm in broadcasting a child's face and words, you don't belong in a classroom. It isn't about being pretty. It's about accountability. Parents drop their kids off expecting safety, not content. All right. Educators show up to lift, guide, and protect. That comes before chasing trends. All right. Or how can I say, courting attention. And yes, the posture matters. Trying to manufacture charm, all right, or flirtation around minors is grotesque. All right. It's so grotesque, my bad. All right. And indefensible. All right. Damage control now won't fix the betrayal or the panic parents, all right, feel. Firing was the right call. Let this be clear. She didn't just get fired for one, all right? So let how can I say, let this be clear. Let this be a clear boundary. Classrooms are for teaching, not theater, all right? Districts need to be clearer on their policies, all right? Better training and real consequences, because the school should have pressed charges. All right, not just the schools, but the parents should have pressed charges. Communities need to keep the pressure on so trust can be rebuilt by those who, actually earn it. Yo, I'm not tired, I don't get tired of saying this. I don't care how many ways I say this. All right. I'm gonna still say the same shit. If you want to teach media literacy, all right, like how can I say, demonstrate ethic first. If you want followers, build work that doesn't, how can I say, compromise children. No trend, no edit, no viral stunt is worth a kid's privacy or a family's peace of mind. Do your job, protect the people in your care, honor the trust placed in you. And a lot of these teachers can't do it. So shout out to the ones out there that are the real ones. They get left in the shadows, all right, because these bitches want the attention. Now let's go back to what he was saying so that y'all can see, all right, something off with this chick. Now this bitch on here on social media with a strap on, pulling her pants down, all right, because she wanted people to think that she had, a third leg. Come on, let's be real.
You had a on in your goddamn boxers to start your get ready with me. They didn't want you around them mother kids.
So after her first video went viral and she got a bunch of backlash, she was fired right away as a substitute teacher. But she came back online to tell everybody that she also lost her main job, her DSP position, as a direct support professional.
A direct support professional, but you out here doing this type of shit. And I agree with you, Colgan Taylor. I appreciate the comments, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Makalai, Ghana Abadullah. Shout out to Young Ria. Shout out to, Mr. Oates, Mr. Oates, Mr. Oates. Shout out to him. All right. Man, guys, make sure y'all sub up. All right. Because listen, I'm known as the pop-up queen. Share the videos. All right. Smash that like button if you, are enjoying the stream today. All right. And I appreciate the comments because y'all, listen, y'all opinions matter. All right, especially in situations like this, all right, and topics like this. Listen, for a person that, likes to go to speak to the politicians, all right, on, making a change in these policies and stuff like that, all right, which I have helped a lot of parents, all right, we've came together and we've changed certain policies when it comes to the cameras in these schools, all right. So shout out to the parents that, went to town hall, spoke up, all right, and did their thing. And now, like I've said before, oh, my camera was off. My daughter is going to be, my daughter's school is going to be one of the first schools here in Philadelphia to get cameras put in all classrooms. All right. We started off with a dojo, but now it's going to be in all classrooms from pre-K all the way up to 12th grade. All right. So we're going to have class cameras, and a lot of these schools is going to start off like that. Hopefully they hurry up and, pick up the pace, but it all depends on the funds. All right. But as y'all can see, when we come together and we unite, all right, and fight for these things, demand for these things, all right, we get them. All right. These polls are put up to put the politicians in office. All right. But town hall is there so you can go debate these policies, all right, with these politicians. And if you can convince them, all right, we can change certain policies. All right. But hey, look, listen, man, that's going to be a topic for another day because it's going to switch this whole life to something else. All right. We talk policies next time. I just wanted y'all to get a better understanding. All right. Now, if we want to make our schools safer and make a change and a difference in them, this is the way to do it. Like I told y'all, every city, every state has a town hall. All right. Go to your town hall, dispute your case. But we're going to leave that at that, and we're going to get back to the video.
Now y'all know my face. The substitute that got fired over at TikTok. The consistent backlash and posting, I have not only lost that job, but I've lost my main job as a DSP, direct support professional. My main job is down the drain. That is sick. I've lost not only one job, but two jobs to this situation.
That substitute teacher that is confused on why you were fired, let me break it down to you. First of all, you said you went as a side hustle. That's one thing. I will babysit a house full of crocodiles before I ever go be a substitute teacher as a side hustle. Then you proceeded to record everything through your whole entire day. And you edited it. You even added the transitions to it. You listened to what you said and you posted it. I'm convinced that whenever you was younger and they asked you what your favorite color was, it was 5.
I'm dead. Yo, is she speaking facts? Yo, I'm not the only one saying this shit. Yo, I caught on. I peeped this shit, man. Come on, man. The red flags are there. Come on, we don't see red flags and think that we're in an adventure at Six Flags. Wake up and smell the coffee, people. All right.
Side hustle. Then you proceeded to record everything through your whole entire confused on why you were fired. Let me break it down to you. First of all, you said you went as a side hustle. That's one thing. I will babysit a house full of crocodiles before I ever go be a substitute teacher as a side hustle. Then you proceeded to record everything through your whole entire day, and you edited. You even added the transitions to it. You listened to what you said and you posted it. I'm convinced that whenever you was younger and they asked you what your favorite color was, it was 5. Because there's no way you thought that this was okay. They should have put your ass up under the school, the jail, up under it. And then, yeah, you said that girl trying to take you down. Only person who ever said something like that was Chris Brown, and we already know what he meant. So we know what you meant.
Exactly.
And then you gonna sit up here and say, oh, you just said a whole bunch of that I would have never posted to social media. Yeah, R. Shelley, we looking at you crazy. And then you proceeded to make a video.
It's wild how a lot of people caught on to the Chris Brown song, yo. But I didn't even listen. I didn't even think of Chris Brown the first time I said that. I'm just like, I'm in the hood, right? And you're a stud, right? So you're kind of like taking the role of a man. And when you hear the men say that, right? Who do they say it to? The women, right? But you said that shit to a little girl. These little girls ain't shorty. Come on, man. What you fabulous now? What's fabulous? I can't even remember.
You would have never in your life would have ever touched a child. Well, your video says otherwise, honey. You said she's looking at you like she want to be up, or whatever you said. It was all provocative. It wasn't nothing that the children would have learned from you. And then the fact that no wonder why these kids don't have a clue. You asking these kids now what they want to be when they grow up, they just say they don't know. They say, I just want to be an adult. One girl really told me, I just want to be an adult. No, baby, you need to stay back a couple more grades. Prolong this, because I'm telling you, being adult is not what you want to be right now, honey. It is hard out here. Trust me. If I can enroll back into 10th grade, I would do that 4 more times.
So true.
Before I ever come back and be in the real world. But it's substitute teachers like you that people really cannot trust. Because the fact that you don't even see no wrong in what you said, nor what you did. Okay.
You're the type of teachers that got us parents coming together and fighting. All right. Bringing back the word unity back to community. All right.
Yeah. They should have locked your ass up. Yeah.
I said it. Yo.
Me, the parents ain't paying enough. No, you're not even a real teacher, a substitute. They just handpicking that dance in the lineup. So they doing popcorn reading. Here you go, you're next. And then y'all done sat up here and let our Shelly in the school, and she's sitting up here talking about just because I'm a girl. No, baby, it happens in women too. Y'all be doing the same damn thing, please. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know why they fired you, because you a pedo boo-boo.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what bothered people the most was her coming out trying to play innocent, like nobody caught on to what she was doing and what her words meant. Instead of
everybody caught on to what she said,
being remorseful about the situation, she blamed TikTok for overreacting, taking it the wrong way, and mischaracterizing her. And I guess since in her mind, it was social media's fault that all this happened, she expected for social media to make her whole. This woman had the audacity to put up a GoFundMe to replace all the money she's not going to get because TikTok got her fired.
The stud substitute that got fired on the first day has now lost her other job and also was wanting us to donate to a GoFundMe because it's our fault that she got fired from everything. Not only that, but you are seeking out these kids and their families so you can personally speak to them. That has got to be the most predatory response I have ever seen in my life. Again, as a mother, putting myself in that situation, if you step to me, baby, we gonna be tussling. Do not reach out to those folks, because the only logical reason that I can think of that you would even want to speak to these people is to maybe ask them to come out and make a statement that makes you look better. And again, that is the most predatory thing I have ever seen. Leave those people alone. You have done enough. And then you verbatim said, I'm a great person to have around your kids. Why are you so dead set about being around these kids? I don't get it. And then you keep saying every day we are making it worse. No, every time you open up your mouth to utter a word, you're making it worse. Like, this is the point in the story where you just dip off and disappear from social media, babe, because everything that you're saying is literally making you sound worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, shut the f up, please.
She's not going to disappear from social media. This is clout to her. All right, she's 20. What? I mean, anybody? She's like, what, 22, 23, 24? I would say 25 the most. All right, with a young mentality. All right, kind of like Krishan Rock. All right, we spoke about her not so long ago. A real young mentality. She has not, how can I say, fully mentally matured.
Also, apparently, it's because she has tattoos. Baby, we don't give a about your tattoos. That has nothing to do with it.
So the girl that got fired from her job as a teacher stated that she also got fired as a DSP specialist, and now she's jobless and homeless. She stated that she didn't want no money from y'all, but she did make a GoFundMe account, and she also stated that the reason why she received so much backlash is because she had tattoos.
And I see that stud created a GoFundMe because now she says she doesn't have a job and she doesn't know where her next payment is coming from. And I'm letting y'all know now, I reported that GoFundMe. Y'all better not donate to that.
Would y'all donate to her GoFundMe knowing why she lost her job? This lady is out of pot. Yo, the stuff people do nowadays is wild. I'm telling y'all.
You wanted clout. You came in there with the intentions of creating your content when you're a teacher, and that's what you got. You got what you asked for, right? And I am seeing a few people play brutally dumb to this situation and say that what she was saying to the student was she was scared. I need y'all to be serious. I do hope that this sets precedence to all the teachers, all the subs, all the paras. Leave the phone at home. Maybe we need to stop locking y'all phones up too in that little thing they give the kids. Let's take everybody's phone. First day on the job and you call that a new hustle. I have never seen a teacher, a substitute, a para call that job a hustle because they're passionate about that. Also seen someone else mention it, that y'all are trying to be the cool adults and y'all need to be focused on being the adults. Because you don't even got the adult part right. And you trying to be cool for an aesthetic. And then wondering why the kids keep acting like that. No one wants to listen to their elders. Look at the fucking elders.
See, a lot of people are asking the wrong questions. First of all, why are you wearing a body cam at school? Like, is that a requirement or are you just wearing it for fun? Like, and second, are you not self-aware enough to know when kids are laughing at you? Because from my point of view, they was lisping and kiki-keying in the back. They weren't looking at you like they was trying to get at you or whatever the hell you was trying to say. And lastly, was this your first job? It has to have been, because anytime you go to a professional setting, like, it's like you know what the tone is. This gives that you've never worked a professional job.
No, this gives that it's not her first time doing it. All right? It's not her first time doing it. She's so comfortable. She's gotten away with it. All right. There's a lot of teachers that you see on TikTok. So it's not that it's it's just that those are more professional, I guess. I don't know if they do it before or after, but I know I've seen some videos, all right, where these teachers are actually doing it in the classroom. But I guess some of them might have permission from the parents. I don't know. All right. But there are a lot of teachers on TikTok doing TikTok videos in school premises, all right? Is this chick over here? Like she was so comfortable. It's not her first time, yo. Like she just like 30 seconds into the video, she was already hitting on the little girl. Come on, man.
A day in your life. And this one is for all my lesbian moms with kids. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean your kids are safe with her. She just showed. Some of these women are weird as hell too.
As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context.
Nah, shorty, you knew what you were doing. You went to that school trying to act like the cool kid. Now you got fired on your first day of the job because you were being a fucking weirdo. You dressed inappropriately, you acted inappropriately, and you were very unprofessional. Talking about shorty. And then that little girl giving you a compliment and you giggling your ass off. It's fucking weird. That school said we are not taking any chances. They got your ass up out of there so fast. They saw that video and said, you gotta go.
And to that stud that got fired as a substitute teacher that's on here acting confused about why she got fired, you need to be thankful that all they did was fire you. Because they needed to call on people and have you added to that list.
And that's what I...
Oh shit, she was about to say something. Listen, let me go back. I agree with the bull right there. Yo, she should be added. This is the signs right here, all right? School should be pressing charges. Parents need to press charges. I don't know what's going on, all right? Because the first time of this, we would have been in court right now. I want her behind bars, all right? And I want her on that list away from kids. Because she is so... Listen... We don't know the trauma behind her story, okay?
You gotta go.
And to that stud that got fired as a substitute teacher that's on here acting confused about why she got fired, you need to be thankful that all they did was fire you. Because they needed to call on people and have you added to that list.
And that's what I was thinking. If this was a man, he would have been fired and they would have found some charge for him too. I mean,
You see? I'm not the only one saying that if the scripts were flipped, all right, a man would have been behind bars. But come on, man. Come on, let's be real.
they would have searched for something in the meta glasses and came up with a charge, and he would have been on the registered offender list. But even in this situation, there's no criminal investigation. She just lost her 2 jobs. And yes, I agree, they did the right thing getting rid of her because she shouldn't be around those students. We all know, yeah, she dressed like a man, but she's obviously still a female. And the fact that she's not locked up proves it. That's the female privilege she's able to
The trauma does matter. I get where you're coming from. I think you were saying you were 18 earlier. The trauma does matter. All right. It matters a lot. All right. Especially for this right here. Listen, it matters a lot. She needs to start healing. And she hasn't healed from whatever she's healed from. And little kids, all right, listen, abuse doesn't just come from an adult to, a little kid, all right? Little kids are abusing other little kids. But why is a little kid abusing another kid? Because that little kid, all right, you see where I'm coming from, is going through that type of trauma somewhere, all right? And why am I saying this? Listen, for those of you that are new, I am a surviving warrior, all right? I have a dark past too. It's just that my past doesn't determine who I am today, all right? It doesn't determine my abuser, doesn't determine who I am, where I'm going, what I want to be. All right. That person doesn't control me at all. Neither does the person that helped him, protect the secrets. You see where I'm coming from? Now, I got help on time. Some of these kids don't. All right. And in the process of some of these kids not getting help, you see where I'm coming from? All right. They end up doing what was done to them to other kids. Like when I was younger and what was happening to me happened, all right, I got put away because I tried to take my life. You see where I'm coming from? And in that place, I met a lot of kids around my age that went through a lot of trauma within their home. So the trauma, it matters. That's the problem. We don't talk about it. You see where I'm coming from? Because they teach us how to share everything except the pain. And boys get it worse than girls. That's why I speak up a lot, especially as a parent. All right. Facts. Shout out to Kagan Taylor. That's a fact. And I understand exactly where you're coming from. All right. I understand exactly where you're coming from because, I know similar people. You see where, I've heard their stories and how they've overcome their situation. And some of us are taught so much hate that, we can't build. Why we can't build? Because with all that hate inside of us, right, we become our own worst enemies. All right. Like there comes a point in time where you look in the mirror and you don't even like the person staring right back at you. You don't even know why you're bleeding over the people that care about you. So trauma needs to get healed. And she has a trauma that she has not healed. To her is a norm, but it's not normal. So, all I can say is, right, this is why I do these lives. Because, the more we talk, the more we can reclaim. People think that by reclaiming this, by, sitting here unaliving somebody, spewing hate and violence. No, that just makes the situation worse. We have to heal within if we want to help someone else. All right. We have to figure out how we can help ourselves. Then we could try to figure out how we can help another person in need. All right. So, that's what I'm going to say right now, right? Before we take it off topic. You see where I'm coming from? Because I could really, we could really talk about that. We could really have conversations about it. Hopefully, because some people don't know how to have the conversation. It goes real left. And I think it's because that person is not ready. In reality, they're not really ready to receive and give at the same time. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. And I hope I am. All right. First, listen, we're not doctors. We're not therapists. We're not counselors. We are just survivors. People that have overcame, obstacles. Didn't let that past determine who we are today. We may not be where we want to be at, but we are where we have to be at for whatever the reason is. All right. We just have to learn how, how to, work around a system that is meant to devour our pain. Hopefully I've expressed that right. And, people don't misunderstand what I said. All right. Because that's the whole purpose of these lives. Let's talk. All right. Somebody, somebody could see this in a whole different perspective. All right. Could, probably give a whole different type of advice that could help somebody, somewhere down the line somewhere. All right. Listen, I'm trying the best way that I can. All right. But me, I'm more of a poet. All right. I express my feelings through writing. Everything that I hear, everything that's told to me, I express it through writing. All right. So I'm more of a metaphoric person. Listen, I'm into poetry. So, but all this right here is just a repeat, a cycle that can't be broken. It can, but according to people, it can't. But if I've overcame them obstacles and I've learned how to love someone else, right? And treat others with respect and dignity. But before I had to do that, I had to learn how to respect myself and give myself dignity. All right. I had to pick myself up and understand what I was going through and why I was going through it. And then figure out what I was going to change to put myself in a better situation. And it takes a minute. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It takes a minute. All right, y'all? But no matter what, we all go through a trauma. The problem is, all right, that a lot of people don't get the proper healing at the proper time. All right. So by the time they figure out they need some healing, it's already too late. The damage is done. Some are in caskets, some in hospitals. By the time that people get the proper help, it's too late. More men than women, but women go through it too. And I'm not saying that women don't go as bad as men. Yes, obviously we go through it. Yo, listen, we go through so fucking much. But we always got someone to pick us up. Is, whether we accept it or don't accept it. You see where I'm coming from? But when it comes to a man, see, we're going through a whole, listen, this was supposed to be yesterday's topic, all right? This was supposed to be yesterday's topic. All right, so give me a minute. Let me finish this video. Let's get back on topic. Y'all get where I'm coming from, all right? So we're going to leave that right there because I don't want to prolong this live. I still got a whole nother video to show y'all, all right? And I think on the other video, the little girl speaks up like young Rhea said, all right? So let me stay focused. All right? Facts, but it's not. So when it comes to us, we have to figure out how to accept it. So you are correct, Kagan Taylor. Facts. All right, so let's go back. All right, let's get out of my mind real quick and get back to the video.
Tap into even as a stud. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started.
Yeah, the video done. All right, so we're about to go into the other one. Yeah, okay. Jesus. All right. So we're going to get right into the other one. Before I get into the other one, all right? Like, before I give another commentary, I want y'all to hear this, all right? Because I've spoken about this before, and it's crazy, right? But now with this, men wanting to be women, women wanting to be men thing, shit gets out of pocket. Here we go. Let me get the other.
In this world of blame and shame, we point fingers, we play the game. But as our children cry in fear, we turn the blind eye, we shed no tears. Believe our women, they say,
while our kids are led astray. Lost in darkness, lost in pain, yet their cries fall silent like the rain. It's a shame how far we've come, blaming all the men playing dumb, but our children need us near to wipe their tears and calm their fears. In this land of the free, water's a commodity for you and me. Can't you see? It's not fair, it's plain to see. People struggling to pay for something they need every day. In America where we say we're free, but water shouldn't come at a fee. It's shorty just speaking in general about the things that seem so small. This ain't meant towards everyone, just a cry in the dark. In America where water is marked. Brothers and sisters, hear my plea. This is not about you or me. Our kids are the future, they hold the key. Wake up before we're met with defeat. In this world of chaos and strife, we must guide them to a better life. Teach them love, compassion, and light, so they can lead us out of this endless night. Let's unite as one strong force. For our children, let's stay on course. Together we can make a change and secure a better future in exchange. Y'all should have listened the first time they let the cat out the hat. Now it's a crime. Many are falling into a trap, thinking it's a game, but they full of cap. Some are ready and fully strapped, while others keep falling into the gap. The warning signs were clear as day, but some chose not to heed what they say. Now the consequences come to light. Those who ignored are in for a fight. Listen close and learn from this mishap. Don't be caught unaware, don't fall into the trap. From the wisdom of my elders, I learn women are strong, independent, and firm, but sometimes we need a helping hand to conquer challenges and make a stand. Independence is crucial, that's true, yet together with a man we can pursue. Respect yourself first and foremost, so others will treat you like the most. Ladies, growing up, remember this advice: you're capable of anything you devise, but partnership and respect go hand in hand. Embrace your strength and make a stand. Memories of the past I couldn't see, now I understand. The wisdom they gave me: respect yourself first, that's the key. To earn respect from others is how it should be. A man's worth measured by how he treats his queen. Love and romance in the air, a beautiful scene. A woman's power to uplift or demean. In her hands lies a man's dream. Lessons learned from an OG so true. In matters of the heart, they know what to do. Love and respect intertwined like glue in a world where old-fashioned values still ring through. Peter Pan, Peter Pan, Peter Pan was a fairy tale. Now males want to be females without fail. Women want to be a man, it's a twisted tale. Flipping scripts and roles, they set sail. Fighting for roles, turning to moles. Making hits with their agenda goals. Targeting our kids, it takes a toll. To them it's a bliss, to us it's a black hole. They ain't trying to miss. Their agenda is the ultimate twist. Infiltrating young minds with their list, but we won't let them persist. I'm with women's rights, but what about men's too? Equality for all, it's long overdue. We want progress, we need to see both sides. Blame and shame won't help us unite. Don't label him a deadbeat without looking in the mirror. Sometimes it takes two to create rupture. Let's have conversations that include everyone. Empathy and understanding, the battles can be won. Men face struggles too, let's not forget. Their mental health matters, let's not neglect. It's time to break down walls and build bridges instead. Together we can strive for equality ahead. You scream for the police every time he come around, then scream child support abuse, playing victim in this town. Enjoy that check, boo, but remember what goes up must come down. The only time he's worthy is when he bails you out the mess you found. You play the game manipulating hearts without a doubt, but karma's knocking at your door, there's no way out. You point fingers and shift the blame around, but in the end it's your own chaos that you found. You dance with danger, living on the edge of lies, but the truth will catch up to you, no more disguise. The man you rely on to clean up your mess is so profound, will soon see through your facade and leave you astounded. Using a child as a weapon, it's a shame. A woman who lacks self-respect, I can't acclaim. Real men fighting for what they believe in, never in vain. Standing 10 toes down, bringing awareness to the pain. Respect is earned by how you carry yourself, not by tearing others down for personal wealth. Real men don't back down, they fight with honor and stealth against injustice and falsehoods that threaten our health. Let's uplift each other instead of tearing apart, supporting one another from the start. Real men stand tall with courage in their heart, fighting for justice and truth, playing their part. Here's for the men who share their truth, never afraid to stand tall in their boots, respecting our women, fighting for what's right, supporting our kids day and night. Real women out there blazing trails, men by their side never looking pale. Rights for all, let's keep the balance true. Men have a voice, let's listen to. In this crazy world where battles are fought, let's remember the men who give it all they've got. Respect to those who speak their stories loud. Together we stand strong and proud. Together we stand, united we'll rise, setting an example for young eyes. In every step we take, in every plan, guiding the next generation's hand. Leading by actions, not just by words. Teaching them to fly like birds. Showing love and respect in all we do. For they're always watching, taking cues. Hand in hand, let's pave the way for a better tomorrow, starting today. Our children learn from what they see. Let's show them how great they can be. Let's be what our children need.
Shout out. We got Big Brother. All right. Yo, YouTube's David Banner. All right. On the panel. All right. Blessings, mouthpiece. Blessings to the king in the building. All right. Blessings to all the kings in the building. All right. Let me say it correctly because we got more than one king in the building. All right. So blessings to all of y'all, the young kings and the grown kings. All right. Because we got some young ones in here today. I appreciate the support, man. Make sure y'all subscribe because I'm known to be the pop-up queen. All right, when I can schedule a live, I will. But I'm normally known to pop up. All right, because of everything that I do. All right, so make sure y'all hit that subscription button, smash that like button, double tap that screen for Shorty, man. Help her get into the algorithm, and let's bring more awareness to these situations, to these topics. All right, and I appreciate those that are showing support. Listen. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do it. All right, I've been saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. All right, I want to do. I'm gonna start off with the subscribers, then I'm gonna do the members because I don't have enough members to do it. So we're gonna do. I'm not sure when. It might hit until next month. All right, it might be next month. But I want to do a subscribers giveaway. All right, not just money giveaway, but I want to give a hoodie and 2 poetry books away. So we're gonna do a subscribers giveaway. So I'm gonna start off like that, and then little by little we're gonna build it up. All right, because I'm starting over again, and I'm not. Listen, we're not gonna do this like when I first started. All right, I was naive. I was just giving and giving and giving away and giving away and giving away. I'm gonna let YouTube help me out on this one too. All right, the website is gonna be up soon. All right, but we're gonna be doing some subscriber giveaways. So we're gonna start off real small, and then we'll see how that goes. From there. All right. So I want to, say, I want to give a big shout out to my day one subscribers, my new subscribers, those that have been supporting me, leaving comments, all right, coming up on panel, having conversations with a shorty, and much more. Listen, y'all deserve this, man, because y'all been rocking out with me from the gate, all right, talking, conversing. I mean, it's the same shit, right? You just right, sit down, all right, snap, get it together, like, damn. All right, that's because I want to get back on topic. I see, because we still got to cover this other video. All right, but listen, all right, listen. Putting that to the side, all right. I appreciate those that are supporting, but let me just say this before we start that next video. All right, this whole thing, like this whole thing isn't complicated. All right, you don't go to a classroom to audition for attention. All right, saying "damn shorty," she's while filming minors isn't slang. It's a choice to sexualize and commitify kids for likes. Going viral is the new hustle for selling pieces of your dignity. And some people forget the line between personal, all right, and predation. All right. I hope y'all understand what I mean by that. All right. And what's crazy is that this chick doubles down saying she doesn't teach. All right. And lets kids do whatever they want. That's pedagogy. All right. Like, come on, man. Listen, that's negligence with a camera rolling. All right. Words land, tones land. Kids and parents feel both. When an adult in a position of care flirts, all right, with the idea of being cool instead of being responsible, they teach the wrong lesson. All right. Attention matters more than safety. The confusion on these kids' faces is predictable. The attempt to twist slang into an excuse doesn't work. All right. She fired herself the moment she turned a classroom into content, all right, and treated students like props for her ego. I'm glad the school moved fast. Some other schools don't. All right. This isn't just about one clip embarrassing, all right, a district. It's about preventing harm before it becomes something worse. Districts need clear rules, substitute vetting, and training that stresses ethics over aesthetics. All right. Parents deserve transparency and protection. Teachers who show up stay late, coach, and safeguard deserve praise, not to have their work undermined by someone chasing views. All right? Like, let this be plain. All right? If you want followers, build art. All right? Lessons or projects that don't compromise children. If you want to be one of them, do it on your own time, not on their faces. Protect privacy, respect your role, and stop confusing performative, all right, youth with professional duty. Classrooms are for learning, not for boosting an ego that should have stayed offline. I don't know, but maybe I'm tripping on what I just said. All right, kids are not content. They are, they are the trust you hold. All right. So you need to start teaching with integrity. All right. Because clout can't teach character. Respect the role, protect the children, and earn that trust, yo. But maybe I'm tripping, yo. Parents are allowed to speak up at school board meetings. Where you from? Shout out to. Oh wait, you right back. Oh snap, con que flatador. I can never say your name, man. This about the Studstitute teacher. Oh snap! So not every school. I thought that 'cause over here in Philly, the parents have a say so in the school board. That's why when a lot of us came together, all right, they had no choice but to start putting cameras in these schools. I was like, oh shit, for real? I didn't know that. That's wild. So not every school board, sadly. Wow, that's crazy. There should be one though. You not lying. So let me get this video started real quick. Hold on. I'm on the wrong channel. So let me put you on premium. 'Cause I don't want no ads. I'm sorry. I can't deal with the ads. So let's see. Let's oh come on. They got a fucking ad for this already? Was this the ad we was watching earlier? No, they got a whole ad for this, yo. Wait a minute. Shout out to the sauce. All right. Her video says, what's really going on with substitute teachers making inappropriate comments? All right. So let's check her video out, and I'm going to end this live with her video, right? And I'm going to give my commentary, right? And I would love to hear y'all, leave your comments down below. Let's get the discussion started like me in the chat are right now, man. And I'll chat with those, that catch the replay in the comments down below. But this is wild, man. What do y'all think that we can do to change? What policies need to be changed? I feel as though deeper background. All right, I have my petition in the description box down below for change.org. All right, it's a brand new petition that I started a few months ago. I appreciate those that are signing it. All right, so let's get it started because we want to make this worldwide. We're not going to stop at just a few schools. We're going to keep going. All right. So make sure y'all sign the petition. We're not just trying to get cameras into these schools. We're trying to get deeper backgrounds, all right, on these teachers and much more. All right. So make sure y'all go check out the petition and let's get this story started. Wait, I'm on the wrong. It took me to the wrong one again. Let me see. Yeah, I've seen those. I just didn't know that a lot of parents wasn't allowed to speak up in the school board. In different school boards. I thought that it was, the politicians being assholes. I'm not going to sit here and lie. And I appreciate you for telling me that because I thought that it was the same in every school board. See, what he just said explains the question that I've been asking. Why is it that in that school board, this is happening? All right. But over here is a little different when it comes to those rules. So I appreciate Conquista Flotador. All right. Surat for leaving that comment down below. Give me 1 second. And I'm gonna highlight it so that y'all can see what he said.
Whoa, check this out. Studstitute! I want to be Studstitute! Look at that. that big chain and those braided dreads. I wanna be Studstitute.
Oh my goodness, y'all are the worst. Don't nobody
Yo, I can't. That is wild that they listen. I don't know what AI came up, who came up with this on their AI app, but boy, they got an imagination. All right, Snoop Dogg, come hire them. All right, they can write a book, they can make cartoons, comic books, and everything. All right, just on Studstitute. Did they trademark that damn name? Shit. As crazy as it's, man, look, listen, we need to expose this shit however we can, the best way we can, all right? With truth and facts. Because this is wild.
want to be studs.
Whoa, check this out. Studstitute! I wanna be Studstitute! Look at that big chain and those braided dreads. I wanna be Studstitute! I wanna...
Oh my goodness, y'all are the worst. Don't nobody want to be Studstitute for Halloween? Anyhow, as y'all know, this week the stud substitute went viral after she posted the following clip on TikTok.
Yeah. We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little brothers. Let's get the day rolling. Who would have ever thought? Yes, ma'am. Have a good day. Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't have to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher. Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound, okay then. Damn, shorty. Sheesh.
Look how that little girl looking at her. This one shows the video even better. That little girl looking at her like, oh, you make me sick.
Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them.
Look at that shit. Another one. I love this look. Why are you recording kids?
Free chase. You know my little free.
That's wild. All right. Listen, you tried to be influencer, but it so happened the classroom gave you a pink slip. All right. Filming minors for views, bold move. Instant job rejection. Calling kids shorty was the fastest way to get your teacher badge revoked. All right.
Free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content, little fit check. Really just a chill fit today. Cause y'all know if it was up to me, I would have been rough fine head to toe. Y'all know I ain't lying. But they did have a pep rally and came clutch, and that was the typical day.
Well, as you already know, after the Studstitute posted that clip, social media went wild, and people were like, yo, are you fucking kidding me right now? Not only did you walk up in the school looking mad unprofessional with them baggy behind pants, that plaid shirt, and that big behind chain, like you're a backup dancer in a 1994 TLC video, but then on top of that, you got the nerve to admit that you're not working while being in the hallway videotaping the kids. Anyhow, after she made the initial cringe video where she was in the hallway during a pep rally, talking about, yeah, these shorties gonna take me down, not only was she fired from substitute teaching, but allegedly, she was also fired from her second job, which has led her to jump back online asking for some GoFundMe money because she says that she's lost everything, including all the things that she was keeping in a storage facility.
Y'all helping me lose everything. I've made one mistake with teaching and I've lost everything. Now I'm in the process of relocating. I'm in my car for right now, man. Leave it alone, leave me alone, go away. We did it. And I did set up a GoFundMe, but I jinxed.
No, there's no way in hell. Yo, wait a minute. There's no way in fucking hell, man. Like, hold up, wait a minute. Ain't nobody help you lose shit, all right? You walked into a classroom, not a video set. Congratulations, all right, on booking your own firing. Calling kids shorty wasn't charming, all right? It was a career sabotage in 3 syllables, all right? Skittles for breakfast, ethics for dessert, menu closed, honey. All right? You treated safety like an optional app update. And surprise, it crashed your job, all right? The fuck wrong with this bitch?
Really don't want the free money. It's no fucking way for me. All of my shit. My merch fucking soaking wet, fool. Like, table, rope. Oh my fucking god, fool. Look at all the water on my fucking shit, my bed.
I don't feel bad.
Bro, no fucking way. Look at my merch. Bruh. No fucking way. My chair, where's my machines, my shoes, and everything? I'm finna fucking tweak out.
Okay, so after she posted the latest video of her tweaking out, after she went to the storage facility and found out that they put her stuff on the curb and it all got ruined in the rain, a whole lot of people had a change of heart and they were like, maybe we've been going too hard on this chick.
Man, fuck that shit. She gay pedophile. Yo, listen, man. She gay. Fuck, man. I'm all discombobulated. All right. She got pedophile vibes, yo. Straight from the fucking gate. I don't even think. Listen, you know what, Ray? Relax, all right. Just calm down. Look, listen. I'm not feeling pity for this hoe. I'm not. First of all, she a woman thinking she a fucking man. All right. Like, let's be real. You in a school. You're nothing more than the devil disguised as a woman, all right? In the children's playground. Like, get the fuck out my face, all right? You listen, filming minors for clout is immature. All right, that's amateur hour with professional consequences. You came for followers and left with a termination notice. All right. If I don't teach, is your resume? HR has a, how can I say, rapid response team for that. Trying to be the cool adult in a room turned you into, how can I say, the cautionary tale at PTA. Your viral hustle looks a lot like a trust robbery. Clout chasing in a school, that's not innovation. That's instant unemployment. You wanted kids to fawn, you got, how can I say, districts to act. And rightly so. Dumb hoe. Go find a fucking rainbow to hop on and leave these little girls alone.
Despite the fact that she was over there acting mad skeevy at school, she's still human and we need to have sympathy for her. For example, one person was like, I feel bad for her. And then somebody else was like, I honestly feel bad for you. You'll be a...
Man, ain't nobody feeling bad for her. 7 feet underground is where the fuck she deserves. Let me call the motherfucking Undertaker real quick, all right? Peter Pan up there, all right? In La La Land somewhere, all right? Holding my caskets. 7 feet underground is where the fuck you belong. I don't know why the fuck this kid's parents ain't speaking up the way they should. I know the little girl spoke up, but why aren't the parents speaking up? Whew.
Right? And then last but not least, somebody else was like, this is absolutely so sad, y'all. To which I say, y'all are mad gullible, aren't you? I mean, this chick is playing y'all like a tiny violin. Now, let me ask y'all a question. If you walk up to a storage facility and all your stuff is on the curb, and then let's say it starts to rain, are you going to take out your phone and start making a TikTok video about it? Or are you going to try to save and salvage your stuff by...
I'm going to try to save and salvage my stuff. All right, you could tell all she wanted was clout.
And start making a TikTok video about it? Or are you going to try to save and salvage your stuff by covering it up? And source, real quick, can you please show us a sample of the merch that she allegedly lost in the rain?
Watch this.
Everyone knows about that stud substitute teacher that got fired. And so I went and looked at her profile to see, like, just to see, right? Curiosity. So apparently this person owns a clothing brand also. And somebody please tell me what this is. What are these? This is like...
Well, I don't know. Maybe she's making some type of clothing line for it. I mean, not it. For what's his name? Stitch. All right, Lilo's little pet alien dog. All right, because you see the little legs right here. You see the arms right there, and I don't know. I'm guessing it's got another part to the body. But man, if y'all know what the fuck this is, y'all let me know. I think she was making this for Oswald the Octopus. Shit.
Labubu clothes. What is this?
What the fuck is La Boo Boo clothes? Let me see. Hold up. Wait a minute. What is La Boo Boo clothes? Oh snap! I'm dead. It looked like yeah, that could be an outfit for, some type of doll. Them little Labubus look like some possessed Teletubbies or something.
What kind of person is like fitting into this? Are these pants? What is this? I'm so confused by this. These like sneed thing. What is it? What is this? Like, it looks like there's a pocket right here for some reason. Like, what is this? Who would wear this? Would you guys wear this? I mean, I guess if I was like wider than I am tall, I might wear it. But what is this?
Listen, do me a favor and hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that too. And
I'm already
also, let me know, are you gonna cop that Studstitute merch?
I ain't copping nothing, all right? But that merch looked different from what she got right here, all right? She's saying that according to her, this is her merch. So what happened? I don't know. I mean, I guess that the rain shrank her merchandise, that, she become a part of the broadcast from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and back in the days. I don't fucking know.
Anyhow, a lot of people believe that this is just another lame attempt to go viral, while also trying to garner sympathy after her first 4 attempts to apologize weren't received well, especially since a lot of people were calling her out once again because this chick thought it was a good idea to argue against the fact that she's a PDF file while filming herself at a playground.
TikTok before I worked, and that's what I seen. I'm by far no predator or anything close to it.
Now, I cannot right now. Hold up. Wait a minute. We got to go back. She's not predator, but she records herself in the playground.
Since a lot of people were calling her out once again because this chick thought it was a good idea to argue against the fact that she's a PDF file while filming herself at a playground.
TikTok before I worked, and that's what I seen. I'm by far no predator or anything close to it.
Now, I was gonna leave the video about the substitute teacher alone. I really was. Yeah, everybody else was covering it. But I just seen a video of her at a playground for children, smoking a blunt, talking about she didn't know she was wrong, recording high school kids. Now you're doing 19 other different things wrong while you're at this playground for children, and she's playing on PlayStation. I'm really starting to think she got some type of like arrested development, like she wants to be a kid, but no. There's nothing wrong. She's definitely just possibly a.
What in the world is arrested development? What is arrested development? Does it exist? Oh shit, it does exist. All right, so arrested development is a term that can refer to the medical or psychological concept of a halted growth, or to the American sitcom of the same name in a psychological context. It means that emotional or social development has stopped prematurely, my bad, often due to trauma or an inability to process and express emotions, leaving a person stuck in an earlier stage of development. It can also refer to a medical condition where physical development is incomplete. Oh, well then, I agree with her. She has arrested development.
Pedo, because there's no way. What made you think to record your apology at a park, smoking a blunt, on camera? She needs to stop living her life. So
she's slow.
We all aren't meant to be content creators. I think a lot of people can't accept that. In certain fields of work that you want to be in, you can't be a content creator. It clashes. If you are going to do that, you shouldn't ever even show your field of work if you want to be a content creator and do certain fields of work. That's just common sense.
Alright, so as you'll already know, after she got fired on day 1, America's Worst Substitute said that y'all are misinterpreting her words and y'all are also mischaracterizing her. And a lot of y'all are getting it twisted because what you don't know is that a lot of the kids in that school knew her because she's internet famous.
As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context. I'm a content creator. I record everything I do, so it was typical for me. And as you guys know, if you create content, you will know that everything you see is not what you get. Majority of the content that you do see was recorded while I was alone. It looked as if I had a class, but I did not have a class, and the school knows that. I did not have a class. I had nothing but free time. Aside from the body cam that was already recording, everything else was recorded when I was alone. And as I explained to Lake Corma when I first arrived, this was my very first time subbing ever. I had absolutely no idea that I couldn't record students, or else I did.
So they didn't train you? Okay, so a lot of people were correct. That was her first time ever being a substitute teacher. So you're telling me that they don't train substitute teachers? How to behave, how to talk to the kids. I don't know. Something not adding up, all right? Like, grammar can be fixed. Boundary violations can't be rewritten, all right? You treated minors like props. Now your credibility's flatlined. Like, save the slang for the DMs, all right? Classrooms aren't your personal clubhouse. You didn't just cross a line. You built a public, how can I say? You built a public whole new fence to jump over. That's what it is. You built the public a whole new fence to jump over. What? This shorty is tripping. Facts, conquista flotador. Like, this is wild. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be pressing play. I was reading the comment over here.
Definitely wouldn't have done it. I truly would have honestly recorded myself if I knew it was an issue with recording students. I went on TikTok before I worked, and that's what I seen. I am by far no predator or anything close to it. That is insane for it even to be put onto me. I truly just thought I was doing something good for the youth. Like, honestly, and I was enjoying it. I wasn't going to make a video, but I've been receiving an awful amount of hate. I feel like it was necessary for me to clear my name up. I truly do apologize for how it may seem, but my slang and terminology is much different than yours. But none of the kids knew they were being recorded at any point. And I do apologize for this once again. I truly do, but I had no idea this was prohibited. I assure you that it would have not been posted. What I meant by shorty and the terminology the kids were going to take me down were absolutely not what you guys took them as.
Whatever.
Those kids were smaller than me, shorter than me, younger than me. They are shorties. They are young. That absolutely means nothing with
shorties, right? With an H in it, but you said shorty. You meant that. That's shorty with the W in it, man. Fuck out of here. Like, yo. You told the little girl she was fine. But you tripping. Lame ass energy activated. Clout before care, man. Chaos before curriculum. You wanted viral validation. You got viral termination. That shawty line aged your career faster than a single clapback. All right. Skittles mood. Bankrupt judgment. Calling kids props. Congrats. All right. You just devalued your whole profession. You came to teach. You performed a cautionary tale instead. All right? Get the fuck out my face with your lame ass.
flirting. My terminology is much different from you guys. So I said the kids were going to take me down, as in a phrase of the kids all together. That absolutely did not mean anything sexual. That is sick to even think of that. I am a content creator. I am known. The kids knew me. They were supporters of mine. So I say the kids were going to take me down. It means as the same way that supporters do anybody else that they support. I'm no different from them. I handle myself more than properly. I do have a fan base. I do have supporters. I do have people that know me. Those
You are different than them, all right? You're what, 20, I don't know. I'm gonna say between the ages of 22 to 25, all right? I know you're not no older than 25, all right? But you are older than these kids and you're supposed to carry yourself. You're supposed to lead, carry yourself in a better manner, all right? And you're supposed to lead with respect. You ain't do none of the above. You're a disgrace to be called a teacher.
Those kids already had knew me previously. It was several kids coming up to me trying to see, am I that person? That's what I meant by take me down, all hassling me at once is what I meant. Absolutely didn't mean anything sexual from kids. That is sick.
No, hun, you know what's sick? You sitting there talking about a whole lot of these kids follow you online, and then when the people online actually track down your original content, they see that a whole lot of your videos are you pulling down your pants to show your strap.
It was why she got fired. No, you put that video on TikTok and they went to your TikTok and they seen that you did a get ready with me with a fucking strap on.
A get ready with me?
You had a strap on in your goddamn boxers to start your get ready with me. They didn't want you around them motherfucking kids.
Oh,
and you know what?
no.
The school was absolutely right to fire this chick on day one. No day two for you. He gets no second chances. Because part of this chick's problem is that at the age of 24, she still thinks like a kid, and she also thinks she's a kid. Well, after she said that the kids were all entourage now. Listen, I hope that they didn't have her sub in English. Anyhow, after she said that the kids were all entouraging her because they wanted to be in her presence because she's internet famous, the student that she filmed and her homegirl were like, you know what, we're about sick of you, so we're getting ready to spill a tea on what really happened. Check out what they had to say.
That's crazy. The kids spoke up, but where are the parents and the staff in that school? Listen, man, all I gotta say to this substitute teacher, all right, your hustle was childish, all right, and the victims were children. That's where the moral bankruptcy shows. I don't teach is not a brand. It's a resignation tour, all right? Cloud chasing in a school looks, how can I say, less influencer, more incompetent, all right? You thought you were being cool. You were being predatory. How can I say? You were being just a predator. All right, let me put it like that. All right, the classroom isn't your highlight reel. You made it, a horror clip. Damage control won't fix the image. All right, the mirror already did the firing. If street slang was your defense, HR just learned a new reason to terminate. You fed your ego with minors and got indigestion, all right, from consequences. Bitch, you constipated. All right? You fed your ego with minors and got indigestion from consequences. All right? Ho, you constipated. You tried to monetize trust. Now trust is bankrupt and so is your job, bitch. Listen, I apologize, but this is not a woman. This is not a woman. All right? And it seems like she's not going to try to look for any help. She's not going to seek it. She's going to probably keep trying to, turn this around, turn this around. She ain't going to listen. Hopefully, listen, I don't know. Listen.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down.
Everybody has seen this video everywhere, and if you haven't, just go watch it. So there was a substitute teacher at our school that made a really weird comment to one of my friends. The comments on that video are talking about how it's her fault because she was staring. Posting this on my account because I have a bigger following and she wants to talk about it. So here's my friend Kamira.
I'm Kamara. I keep getting bullied for no reason. It was a comment that she posted on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Damn.
My mom actually.
Hold on, wait a minute. So she posted that joint on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Mind y'all, guys, she kept saying, "Oh, she didn't know that." She couldn't. How can I say upload that because it was against school rules? Even if it wasn't against school rules, shorty, you took your time, and I said shorty, not shorty. All right, you took your time to edit this video. You had to have heard what you said. All right, a regular person would be like, damn, I didn't mean it like that. Let me, take that out. But no, you still left that there because you knew what the fuck you was doing. You posted that shit to 3 different platforms. I don't want to hear no more excuses. I don't feel sympathy or empathy for this hoe.
Actually, like my mom knows about this. Like everybody be like, I'm grown for looking at a grown woman. But if somebody was recording you from like right here, looking at you, you're gonna look at them. Apparently, like it's like common sense to look. The second thing is, I am not grown. There was a lot of comments made that like I'm grown. The second thing is, I am not the reason she got fired. She was the reason.
She is not wrong. So if anybody, right? If anybody is leaving comments, all right, on her page saying that she's wrong, y'all are a part of the problem. Y'all are the same motherfuckers out here cradling these fucking predators. All right. The reason why these mofos think they can get away with this type of shit. The reason why a lot of parents are trying to come together to see what we can do about the age of consent. Because there's a difference between a 16-year-old having relations with another 16-year-old, but a 16-year-old having relations with somebody that's over 20, yeah, that's dead ass wrong. And y'all fucking predators know it. Y'all know y'all belong in a goddamn casket because there's no fucking cure for that shit.
For looking at a grown woman, but if somebody was recording you from like right here, looking at you, you're gonna look at them. Apparently, like it's like common sense to look. The second thing is, I am not grown. There was a lot of comments made that like I'm grown. The second thing is, I am not the reason she got fired. She was the reason she got herself fired. You gotta know that the whole school saw it. Every coach, every teacher, everybody saw the video. She posted on every platform that she has, so it's not even I told. My volleyball team went to the state, and I'm on a cheer team. Walking around the school when they had like a mini parade. So it's a lot of cameras in your face because everybody's recording you. If she had her camera like this, okay, I smile. But she had her camera like she wanted to talk about somebody. So I'm getting bullied by so many grown people that they don't have nothing to do with it. Like I was looking like
Yo, the people on social media is 10 times worse. Why are grown folks bullying this little girl after she got preyed on by a grown ass woman? Yo, common sense ain't common sense no more. I'm telling you, man. The people are just as worse as the predators sometimes, yo.
look, and then look, they're still talking. Look at this. Do you not see this? You don't supposed to record students after they're sent. Her apologies, some teachers record students. Ask for consent. Yeah, it's common sense. She didn't ask for consent. She walked around the whole school recording kids. You're gonna like, I'm not even bashing her about it, but it's just the simple fact that y'all blaming me for what happened and I didn't even do anything.
We're not even trying to like be mean towards the sub because Meg has not meant it in a weird way, but it was just like taken like weirdly. Actually calling her the thing she called her. Like, she made an apology video and her apology video was good. If you're gonna make an apology video about a video that you messed up about, why aren't you taking it down? And I think the reason that she's not taking it down is because she is so worried about the likes.
Yeah. But she said that every student was around her and we knew her. Nobody knew her. The reason I know her is because I have a job. Now let me see why I work here this year. I have a job and she be at my job. I said I was staring at her like I wanted her.
Oh wow.
I've seen that person before. I've never.
That's kind of awkward, like on some real shit. Damn, like you've seen her at your job before, and she knows where you work at and everything. And what's crazy is she said it straight to her, not any other student. She said, "Damn, shorty." She said it directly to her, and it's crazy that you've seen her before. Nah. Listen, the red flags is there. If people decide to ignore that and bash the little girl over this grown ass woman, they is just as worse as the goddamn predator doing this shit.
Heard about her. No. She has a lot of followers.
And literally, it stopped harassing me on the internet or something I did not even do. I did not get her fired. I did not look at her in a sexual way, whatever you say. I didn't do anything. The only thing I was doing is being a child.
Peace out, guys. Justice for Kamara. Stop bullying Kamara. Hashtag stop bullying Kamara.
Listen, let's get serious for a second. At the end of the day, the teacher's a grown behind woman and the child is a child. And nobody needs to be in that young girl's comment section bullying her and blaming her for getting the teacher, who was 100% wrong and inappropriate, fired. Because the child was minding her business, doing what she was supposed to be doing, which is getting her education, while the sub, who probably shouldn't have been hired in the first place, was over there breaking laws, infringing upon the student's privacy, and putting a camera all up in her face, violating her space. Let me tell you something. As an educator, I have been teaching students for years. And you know how many videos I have of students without their consent? 0. Because everybody knows you're not supposed to videotape the students without their parents' consent. So how dare some of y'all jump into this young girl's comment section trying to make it seem as if in any way, shape, or form this was her fault. That woman was hired to do a job and to be a professional. And from the minute she walked onto the school campus dressed like a bootleg version of Snoop from The Wire, with a bag of Lunchables with a real fork like it was the first day of pre-K, she was dead wrong. And then to kick your size 2 Jordans up on the desk talking about you're the type of teacher that doesn't teach like that ish is a flex is crazy, because you and people like you are the reason why half of these kids graduate and can't read. And furthermore, the fact that she couldn't comprehend how the commentary that she dubbed over her video when her camera was focused on that young girl was out of bounds without people from social media correcting her is saying that she's not that smart. And if you're not that smart, you can't teach anybody else how to be smart. But one of the problems with this chick is that she thinks that she's smarter than she really is, which is why she thinks that she can jump on this good internet and gaslight us into thinking that we don't know what she meant when she said,
"These kids, y'all." Damn, shorty. These students trying to take me down. Why did I get fired?
Studstitute. And she's speaking some facts right there, right? And it's unfortunate, right? A lot of people, I mean, I guess they're going to be on the teacher's side defending her. Why? Only, only the Lord and them know why. All right. These type of people are defending this type of behavior. All right. Listen, I can't understand why people do this. I really can't. All right. Listen, this isn't drama. It's a failure, all right, of basic judgment. Showing up to school, all right, eating Skittles for breakfast and acting like it's your first day of, fame doesn't make you reliable. It makes you unfit for a job, all right, that asks you to protect kids. Saying, "Damn, shorty," while recording minors, all right, flirting with students' attention, all right, and shrugging. "I don't teach" is not quirky, all right. It's a, how can I say, it's a negligent and dangerous. That's what it is. It's negligent and dangerous. All right. If you want it to be perceived as young or cool, there's a time and a place. All right. A classroom with kids and parents who trust you. It's not it. All right. We have to stop excusing performative behavior as, how can I say, harmless personality. The attention, how can I say, the attention economy trains people to trade dignity for views, all right? And when adults model that trade in schools, the cost is real. Privacy violated, trust shattered, and families left scrambling, all right? Schools acted right by removing someone who chose clout over care, all right? And this is the first time that you've seen a school move so fast. This is about accountability, not witch hunts, all right? Stronger vettings for substitutes, clearer policies on recording, and mandatory ethics, all right? Mandatory ethic training are basic fixes. So let's be clear, all right? Sloppy grammar or weird energy isn't the worst thing here, all right? The harm is the normalization of using children as backdrops for attention, all right? Calling, how can I say, for punishment is understandable, but what we actually need is prevention, all right? Safer hiring, transparent communication with parents, and real consequences when staff exploit their roles. Protect the kids, all right? Back the teachers who show up and do the work, but they want to back up these type of teachers, all right? And don't confuse performative youth with professional responsibility. If you want followers, build a platform that doesn't rip off childhood. All right. If you want to be one of them, do it on your own time, not on kids' faces. Keep classrooms sacred, protect privacy, and hold people accountable when they choose clout over care. It's too much of that going on. Like, listen, I just wanted to put this out there. All right, I feel as though we need to bring more awareness to this. YouTube is acting a little crazy. All right, I don't know what's going on with my phone. Like these numbers are going up and down, up and down. All right, the dislikes are going up and down, and I don't got the same comments that I have on my StreamYard on my phone. All right, so I just really wanted to put this out there. I would love to hear y'all input on this. All right, because this isn't just about one lame ass teacher chasing clout. All right, at the expense of kids, is a symptom of a culture that prizes. How can I say? I can never say the word right. I hate it. Virality over virtual. All right. We saw the pattern: sloppy judgment, performative slang, and a deliberate decision to treat minors like props. All right. School acted right. The school acted right by removing the threat. But removal is how can I say only the start. We need stronger vetting, how can I say, clearer policies, mandatory ethics, training, and community oversight so trust isn't, all right, one-time repair job. Protecting children is not optional, it's inherited responsibility. All right. Now, I think some people need to call on the ancestors for clarity and backbone. Those who kept our families safe when systems failed, who taught us boundaries without applause, and who demanded dignity be given and defended. All right, let their example ground our outrage and turn it into action. All right, insist on accountability, support the teachers who show up with integrity, and refuse to let, how can I say, attention economics, all right, normalize the exploitation of youth. This is about safeguarding futures, not feeding egos. Hold people to the standards, all right? Our elders lived by and teach the next generation what respect actually looks like. All right, guys. So with that being said, man, look, listen. I'm gonna see y'all on my next live. All right, we're gonna do a part 2 probably tonight. I'm hoping that my schedule is clear. I'm about to do a few things with my fiance. All right, I'm hoping my schedule is clear. We're gonna do a part 2 of men's mental health. All right, I want to open the panel up. All right, so stay tuned. I'm not sure what time I'm gonna be able to do it. Sometimes it might be on some late night type thing. All right, so I want to do a, and that's not even really a part 2. All right, so we're kind of like on part 5. All right, we're kind of like on part 5 of men's mental health. It's just that I don't put the same title all the time, and I don't put part 1 or part 2 or part 3. So we're kind of like on part 5, speaking on men's mental health. All right, so I will open up the panel, right, and hopefully men come up and speak. All right, what do y'all think that could be done? All right, in this time right now in the present. All right, to help men with their mental health, to prevent what's going on, all right, with our men today, with them taking their lives, the stress, all that. A lot of them don't want to take therapy. We all know the reasons why. We talked about it yesterday a little bit. Well, I talked, y'all listen, right? Some of y'all talked on the chat and, spoke with a shorty. But, I mean, listen, that's what it's looking like, Makalai Ghana Abadulua. For real, for real. Mr. Young Riaz. But yeah, that's what it's looking like, yo. That's what it's looking like. Weird as shit, right? Weird, weird, weird. Man. But yeah, man, I really want to open the panel up and really bring back this topic, all right, on men's mental health. All right. I think a lot of people are misunderstanding why this topic is being brought up so much now. All right. We didn't say nothing when we were speaking on women's mental health, but it's kind of like an issue now. I've seen this on a lot of panels, men bringing up the topic. All right. I wanted to do it live earlier, but I didn't get a chance to. Like, and I'm looking at women. Oh, well, we suffer too. We know that. We know that. But men don't get help because of this masculinity thing that's going on. I mean, I can go deeper into it, all right? We know what the women go through. We know what we have to do. And women will seek help faster than what a man will. That's why we keep bringing these topics up. And if people are not ready for it, hey, look, listen, y'all don't got to tune in. Log the fuck off if you're not a part of the solution. All right? Because I'm not here to babysit no one's ego. So with that being said, yo, a shorty out.
Yeah, we living in a world where the rules don't apply. They say we gotta follow, but we ready to fly. System got us boxed in, trying to keep us small. But we rise like the phoenix, we ain't scared to brawl. They feeding us lies, but we see through the smoke. We're the voice of the people, we're ready to provoke. They want us to divide, but we're stronger as one. Breaking chains, taking names, yeah, we getting it done. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. Fist in the air, yeah, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear, together we rise. Let them know we're here, riders ignite. In the world of division, they showed us how to share. But the weight of our sorrows, they never taught us to bear. We split our joys and laughter, but the pain remained untold. A burden we carry alone, a story left untold. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. He lingers in the shadows, a darkness we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us how to split everything, but not the heavy cost. We learned to divide our dreams and multiply our fears. But the ache in our hearts only grew with passing years. They gave us all the answers, except how to heal. The scars that run so deep, wounds that time can't seal. Yeah, they taught us how to share, but only the good. Smiles and laughter like we understood. But deep down inside, there's a storm we hide. Pain in our hearts, we're just trying to ride. Put on a mask, yeah, we play the part, but nobody sees the cracks in the hearts. We share our dreams, the highs and the lows, but when it comes to hurt, we just close the doors. We share the fun times, deflect the pain, laughing in the sunshine, dancing in the rain. But the shadows linger, they creep and they crawl, breaking us down, but we don't share at all. We got hate in our hearts, but we get concealed. Taught to share the joy, but wounds, they stay unhealed. They say love was easy to divide, but the heartache never subsides. We tried to split everything into two, but the pain lingers strong and true. Shared our dreams, divided our fears, but the sorrow remained through the years. No matter how we tried to let go, the weight of our suffering continued to grow. Now we're apart trying to heal, but some wounds are too deep to conceal. They said splitting up will set us free, yet the pain lingers in you and me. In a world where rules are set in stone, the system's grip tightens, we're not alone. Bound by chains of adjusted greed, against the odds we fight to be free. Mighty forces try to keep us down, but our spirits rise, refusing to drown. Defying norms, breaking through the mold. In this battle of wills, our story is told. As the clash continues day by day, we stand united, come what may. For in this world where rules don't apply, our strength and unity will never die. They tried to silence our dreams, but we're loud and clear. With every step forward, conquering fear. They can't hold us back. We're the fire and the flame in this battle for freedom. We're all in the game. They say it's just a game, but we're playing for keeps. With the strength of the many, we're sharing their leads. No more puppets on strings, we're cutting the ties. With our eyes on the prize, we're reaching for the skies. So let's stand together, let's break down the walls. In this fight for our future, we'll answer the calls. From the ashes, we'll rise like a storm. Riders ignite. It's us versus the system, and we're ready to fight. They're building walls, but we're digging tunnels. With every step we take, we're shaking the bundles. From the streets to the courts, we're raising our voice. In a world full of noise, we're making the choice. They want to keep us blind, but we see the light. Knowledge is power, and we're ready to fight. From the corners of the city to the halls of the state, where the heartbeat of the struggle can't afford to wait. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we're taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise, let them know we're here. Riders ignite. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. It lingers in the shadows, a darkness we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us how to split up, hoping for a way out of this never-ending night. But through it all, we find strength in each other's embrace. Together we'll face tomorrow and find solace in this space. They say don't bring the drama, keep it all light. But every night I'm fighting these demons in sight. Whispers in my mind, yeah, they echo when they shout. While I'm smiling on the surface, I'm breaking without. We're sharing the laughter, but what's underneath? A battlefield of sorrow, a war with no peace. We're warriors in silence, but nobody knows how the pain that we carry just grows and it grows. In a world of lessons learned, they taught us how to stand and burn. But the scars we hide deep inside are the ones that never subside. We followed all the rules they made, but the emptiness never fades. Their wounds like knives, cutting through leaving wounds that always grew. They painted pictures of success, but couldn't fix what's left from us. Now we're left to bear the strain of the pain that lingers, never wanes. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we're taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise, let them know we're here. Riders ignite. So remember this moment, remember this space, remember this sound. We're the voice of the future, and we won't back down. In the face of oppression, we'll stand up tall. It's us versus the system, and united.